Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. This is part number 19 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we've got our Moto2 debut and I cannot wait for this. Now this is the team that I'm with. And I have designed a new crash helmet and a number for the bike to go with the bike colours. But I haven't done the name patch yet. I will do that. I just didn't have enough time. Now, to be honest, guys, I am a little bit disappointed. This is the team I got. This was the only contract I had in Moto2. Now, I've seen people like Robo46. He got the Sky team, which I would have loved to be with. I would like also to maybe race with Luti or Marquez. But that wasn't the case, so I'm going to just have to do as much as I can with this team. So the bike isn't as good, but I've just got to go with what I've got. So let's get straight into the qualifying session and see if we can get a decent time. So here we go. Right, so here we go, a lap on our new bike. And let's see how this bike handles. Now, I did notice that you can upgrade the anti-wheelie and you can upgrade the traction control. Now, so I assume that you've got to use it. Now, I've seen a lot of other people's videos, they've struggled with the bike wheeling at the start, so that's something that we're going to have to deal with. But I do like the colours of my bike, that is one thing I do like. Let's see how this thing handles. So, let's see if we can slow it down. So it's like into the first corner before we make adjustments, and already it understeers. Into the first corner, what's it like on the brakes? And I must admit, this circuit isn't my favourite, and I don't do many laps around it apart from what you see in the career walkthroughs. I'm not one of these people that races around here in my spare time, so it's definitely a circuit I do need to get better at. And I've totally overshot that corner, so it definitely understeers into the turn and understeers out the turn, and it just feels a little bit loose at the rear as well. But like I said, I have watched a few other people's videos, and they did say that it takes a while to get the bike a little bit more grounded. It does wheelie up a lot, so you have to obviously develop the anti-wheelie and actually use the traction control. So I'm going to leave all those settings on. I mean, most of those settings are there for a reason, so you've got to use them. I mean, I didn't use them on the Red Bull Rookie's bike or in Moto3 because I didn't feel the bike had enough power for those to really cause an issue. And even with engine braking, I think you do actually need engine braking with the more powerful bikes, but I will have to see. I mean, if it doesn't really make much difference, I will just turn them off. But so far, it's starting to pick up. Getting used to the bike. It sounds fantastic. It sounds a lot quicker than the Moto3. Oh, it doesn't like that. Just trying to give it a little bit too much. So I definitely feel there's a few tweaks that I need to make. And I'm not going to be the quickest. Like I said, I haven't got one of the top teams, which is really frustrating, but it still has got potential, and we've got two teammates, and hopefully they will do really well in this championship as well. And let's see what sort of time we're going to get for our first lap, and that is 2:03. Well, that's not too bad. Let's go another lap and see if we can get a little bit quicker. Right, so that's the end of the practice session. I did a couple of the developments, didn't really push it too hard, got used to the bike, made a few adjustments, didn't really get a faster lap than my first lap, to be honest. But anyway, let's get into the qualifying and see if we can put ourselves in a decent position. Right, let's keep it nice and tight through there. We've got a little bit wider than I would have liked onto the curb, and that's going to cost us a bit of time. Really struggling with this bike now, and I still haven't put in a faster time than I did in the practice session. And we've only got enough time to maybe put one more lap in, and I think I've made the bike worse with the adjustments I've made, and it's really unstable out the corners as well. I've actually crashed 3 times in this session already. And let's just get to the end of this lap. If we can slipstream Fernandez in front and let's have one more lap, we might be able to just push it, but at the moment 14th is going to be a really poor position to start in. And is he going to come in? Oh, he's going into the pits. That really threw me out. Right, so we haven't got any slipstream. Let's just put in one more lap. We've still got decent grip on these tyres. And I didn't have any softs left, so this is medium. And oh, that's moved us up to 10th. Let's see if we can push a little bit harder. And oh god, we've overshot that corner. I've definitely made an adjustment that's made this bike worse. It doesn't seem very good. I need to adjust the brakes as well. That's a little bit better. Come on. I can push it. We can get a faster time. I want to at least be, I've got to be in the top 5, I think, is my objective. Slow down, get turned in, and we've sort of improved. Oh my God, the bike is just all over the place. And just keep it steady, and that's going to cost us again. Oh, this is just a horrible, horrible lap. And it looks like we're going to be starting 10th. I just can't push it anymore. I'm definitely and again, the wheel goes up. I can't keep the front wheel down as well. Right, slow it down. Be careful. Oh, do you know what? That is it. That's a qualifying over. We're going to be starting in 10th position. Oh, well, let's see what the times were. Now, we hit a 2:03 dead almost, and that would have got us 3rd on the grid. Seriously, and we're going to be 10th. We're a second off the pace. Not the greatest start to this Moto2 career. But anyway, let's get into the race and see if we can have a decent race.
Greetings to all our viewers from the peninsula of Qatar. The floodlights that light up the Losail circuit are on, and any moment now the Moto2 bikes will be revving their engines. The weather forecast for the race is good, and the riders have let us know that the track conditions aren't causing them any worries. The Qatar Motorcycle Grand Prix will start shortly here in Doha, and the riders are ready to compete on an amazing illuminated racetrack.
Right, so here I go with my Moto2 debut around the Qatar circuit from 10th on the grid. Can I get in the top 5? Because that's what I need for my objective. Let's see if we can get a good start. And off we go. Oh, loads of wheel spin. And, the front wheel's going up as well. Oh, this is not a great start. And we've been absolutely annihilated off the grid. But let's see if we can take a couple of those positions back into that first corner. Oh my God, look how many riders going into that first corner. And we've managed just to squeeze through. Let's try and hold a decent position into this left-hander. We've managed to move back up to P14. Just trying to hold a line and get a good drive out that turn. And we've managed to move back into P12. This is a really difficult start. Let's see if we can just take a couple of positions. Oh, really late on the brake in there. Just try and hold it in that turn. Oh, Marquez, a little bit of contact. Marquez came through and just pushed me out a little bit wider, and he almost pushed his teammate out a little bit wider there. But can I get back at him in this left-hander? And we've just forced him out. How do you like it? Right, try and get a good drive. Can we take his teammates? Yes, we can, and we've moved up to P10. So we're back into the position we started, but that's not good enough. We need a top 5 finish. And we weren't very quick in the qualifying, so we can't afford to let the front riders get away. So let's see if we can react as much as we can. Oh, a bit of contact there, trying to go as fast as I can through the turns. This has been a really tricky start, and I'm really trying to hold my own in these corners and also try and keep that front wheel down. This bike is all over the place. We definitely need to develop this bike as much as we can in this Moto2 career. That's not too bad. We've managed to move up to P7. This has been a good fight back after that really poor start. I'm not sure who's leading the GP at the moment. I think it was Schrotter. He had an awesome start, and I think he qualified pretty well as well. Let's just try and hold it. I can see Luti in the group in front of me as well, and one of my teammates. I think Gardner's up the front as well. So at least one of my teammates is in a good position as well, so that is always positive. Right, let's just try and hold it. Towards the end of this first lap, and let's see if we can get a little bit of slipstream off Fernandez, and we should be able to catch up. And I don't think our bike's quick enough. Look at that, even with slipstream we weren't catching him. Right, can we beat him into this slow corner? Let's try and hold a nice inside line, and again not so good on the brakes, and he's retaking that position. But as long as we stay with this group, got a chance to get in a top 5 position, and that's what I need for the objective for the team. And I would like to start with at least that. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can start going a little bit quicker now. We've got a little bit of heat in the tyres. We've pulled away from the main group. Oh, we're going side by side into that turn, just backed away there. Don't want to come off. I'm really unsure with the rear of this bike. And again, we've just overshot that corner. Just not very comfortable on this bike at all. And I'm really fighting with it. But what I should have done, a few practice laps around the circuit, maybe on a fully upgraded bike, got used to the circuit, and then set up the bike, because I'm just struggling with it at the moment. Again, just overshooting that corner. get away. Let's just try and keep up with them. We need to get literally a little bit behind Navarro, to be honest. I think we're definitely quicker than Fernandez, but we're just making a few mistakes here and there. We need to get a little bit tight to the apex. Right, so we're definitely quicker. Let's see if we can hold this position this time. That's a little bit better through there. And again, just hesitating into the corners. It's definitely still understeering. I think I'm going to have to work really hard on that, because we go to Argentina in the next round, and that's got some really long sweeping corners, and if it's understeering I'm going to struggle around there as well. Right, so we've managed to pull away slightly, and we're sitting in P6. It's not a bad position to be in at the moment. Right, let's see if we can get some slipstream again. Should be able to catch up with this group, and I can see Luti as well. If we can latch onto him, that would be an awesome thing as well. You know, he's pretty quick. Schrotters just put in 2:03.9, so that is not the quickest. He was running a lot quicker, and we've just put in a faster lap, so we're not doing too bad. I think we're going to have to get in the 2:02s, I think. Oh, bit of contact there. We've managed to move into P5. We catch up with this group. Just need to stick with it as long as we can. Don't let them go. And I can see, yeah, my teammate's sitting in 3rd position. So that'll be good team points if we both get a decent finish. But yeah, let's see if we can just hold on to this group. And the tyres are wearing quite quickly around here as well. Hopefully I haven't made the wrong choice. I could have gone with the hard rear, but I went with the mediums. And this circuit can get very hot, so it does chew your tyres up, not just the rear but the front as well. And we're starting to, just as I say that, I've just ruined that corner. I was starting to catch him there. Just try and hold it as much as I can. But definitely don't have the speed on the straights. And we're just going to have to try and keep as much as we can in their slipstream. If we can just latch onto Luti, we might be able to just keep up with our teammates. Because this group's quite close, if we can have a couple of laps. Oh, I'd say that, just caught the curb again. Don't want to be doing that. As long as they stay together and don't split up, we could take all of them if we have a good finish to this race. Right, final corner. We're going to have 2 laps to go. We just don't carry the speed through the corners. Just going to have to work on that. And we're getting a little bit of slipstream, but I don't think we've got the straight line speed. No, they start pulling away once we're up to top speed. And we just put in a slightly... Oh, we're being consistent. I think that was another roughly the same time lap. But still not the sort of speed we had in the qualifying session. Need to make a few places in this lap, I think, going into that final lap. Let's see if we can push it without coming off, because we're going to have not much grip on those tyres, I don't think, going into that final lap. Are these lot going to battle? Luti's just taken my teammate, so Luti's decided it's time to push forward. Let's see if we can do the same. Oh god, I overshot that corner again. I'm trying so hard. Again, just not carrying enough, not tight enough through the apex there. Need to get really tight, nice smooth lines. And I think that my bike also is not changing direction, it's really slow, and that's why I keep getting thrown out. Just making that same mistake, and again it's a little bit unstable out the turn as well. And look at the tyres, they're really starting to wear now. On. Let's see if we can catch this group going into that final lap. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We need a top 5 finish, and at the moment we're sitting in 5th. But I think the group behind me are starting to close in on me on this final section of lap 4. Yeah, they are slowly gaining on me, so we're going to have trouble going into that final lap if we're not Careful, and again, just not carrying the speed into that final corner, and that's going to put us in a bad position. We're not going to be able to slipstream enough, and it's all going down to the final lap. Can we push it hard enough to take another position? And Baldassari just put in a 2:03.6, so I've had the pace, but I keep making mistakes like that. Oh, again, overshooting the corner. Seriously. But there's a lot of overtakes going on in front of us, so that may slow him down. And there is someone that's just caught up with me. Oh no, now I'm in trouble. Maybe dive bombed at some point. Let's see if we can just catch up with this group. Don't want to be dive bombed. Oh, it's not what you want, is it? Let's see if we can just push it a little bit harder. No, I've overshot that corner. Oh, what are you doing? Get that front wheel down. It's going to go to the final stages. If we can just get close enough into that straight, we might be able to slipstream them. But we're going to have to be really, really close. And the gap is still half a second. Right, let's try and carry a bit more speed through here. I'm going to push these tyres as much as I can, but look at them, they're really worn. I don't want to come off. Again, just being very, very smooth on the throttle. Just trying to push it as much as I can. We definitely don't have the acceleration. That is definitely evident. Out the corners, I'm not quick enough. That's a bit better through there. Starting to gain on Luti. Really need a couple of good corners here. Ooh, be careful, Gooner. That was a bit suspect through there. And again, trying to carry the speed. Oh my dear Lord, almost came off then. And come to the final corners. It's all or nothing. Trying to push it as hard as I can. Come on, final corner. Have a good final corner. We might be able to get some slipstream. Right, just got into it as tight as possible. Oh, the game just glitched there. That wasn't very good. And I can't get any grip. Wow, almost lost the rear there. But we have gained a little bit on Luti. Oh, it's going to be a slipstream to the finish line. Can we actually take fourth position? Oh, this is going to be so close. Are we going to have enough? I don't think we are. Oh, we take fifth. Wow. If I didn't have that moment on the final corner, I reckon I would have taken fourth, but I just didn't have the pace. And if you look at the lap times, I think I had one of the fastest laps, but just could not do it consistently enough and actually get latched onto that group and actually overtake anything. But our teammate came third. Well, anyway, let's get into the final standings. Right, so Marcel Schrotter takes the first win of the season around the Qatar circuit. We managed to get fifth, and our teammate got third. So for the team, that's pushed us up to second, 11 points behind Schrotter's team. So all in all, it wasn't a bad race. We got our objective, getting fifth, but the only thing that annoyed me was that I struggled with the bike so much. I'm definitely going to have to put more practice laps in. And I do apologise, guys. I tried hard, but I just couldn't get the right setup. And yeah. But anyway, that is the first race out the way. And I will see you for the next race when we go to Argentina. And hopefully, I will put in a better performance.